Welcome to Mama Mosey Tarot. I'm a nosy bitch and I want to know what you're lying to yourself about. No captions, no hashtags, no trending sounds. I want to see what it is you are telling fibs about to you. I have the Oracle of Playing Secrets here, mixed together because I like big decks. You're healing. You are lying to yourself about your healing. You're doing fine. You're absolutely doing fine. And actually, for some of you, I'm also getting that you're telling yourselves that you're not healed and that you have to work on so much still. And you're just afraid to get out of the pool and jump into the ocean. I think that's who we'll go with. Those of you that are saying that you're not healed and there's still so much more you have to do, but you're being shown that now is the time to progress and move forward and move on to something else. So, what it is that you need to move on to besides, or from, healing yourself. Ooh, the devil. This is a devil's contract, but it is like a classic devil card. For the acquisition of happiness, love, and fortune everlasting under the purview of the terms listed in this document, I hereby, irrespective of sound mind, bequeath ownership. Oh my god, this is, I've never read this before. Bequeath ownership, eternal of my soul in its entirety to one demonic entity known as Curseson, king of the underworld, keeper of secrets and souls, grantor of gifts. This contract is irreversible, and the devil aforementioned is not responsible for any dissatisfaction with the rewards granted by this bargain. Enjoy it while it lasts. After all, you cannot take it with you, can you? It's not such a hefty price, is it? What are you going to do with a soul anyway? All that's required is your name and signature at the bottom of this devil's contract. So, the devil's contract and boundaries. It might be time for you to draw some new boundaries. And I'm getting it's not necessarily that you're not healed. Oh, we just had the apparatus come out in reverse. And this deck doesn't usually read reversals, but I do like to not really think coincidence is the same. So, but I'm getting that there is your next step in healing is that you need to move on from the situation you are in, and you're like, nope, not ready. I'm not ready. It's not time. I still have so much else to do here in this situation. And you don't want to draw this person out of your life. But with the apparatus coming up. Oh, and the symbol and carried one. And I have to look her up because I don't... Ooh, okay, and grounding. I have to look her up because I am not quite sure what she is, and there's a lot of cards. Sorry. It's okay, so I looked her up, and she is a goddess of transformation, of witches, of like innate wisdom, knowing, and intuition a little bit as well, more Celtic side. But this symbol, this is a card of knowing. We all knew this fucking symbol in the night. Nobody showed it to us. We just knew. Well, I'm sure like some people showed it to you, but they knew how to fucking, and it just passed through schools, kind of like that Marilyn Manson rumor, which if you think about it, it should have been about Maynard. I digress. Anyway, you know that you have to transform. You know that you need to complete this transformation. And the fact that this is a card of a goddess, I take this transformation to be wholly removing yourself from any situation that does not completely suit you. You see how she's naked? How she is just naked and in the earth with nothing around her. No things, no material things. She is herself. She has her soul. She has her energy. And she's surrounded by nature. This is this transformation that you know you need to make. You need to remove yourself completely, wholly from a situation to prosper. That's what you're lying to yourself about. So, hold on. Totally forgot to tell you what the apparatus was because I forgot to look it up. This is the weight of tradition, of family tradition, societal tradition, religious tradition, Christianity, all of that. This is tradition. Like, you don't want to break away from this certain specific thing, and the dichotomy here between this Christian imagery and this Celtic pagan imagery is just phenomenal. Beautiful, beautiful cards, but it's like you haven't removed yourself from this situation yet. You're still kind of... Now, for some of you, there's a very, very, very fucking good reason you haven't removed yourself from the situation. And that's because you don't want to destroy this situation completely. With the Spire in the Night, it's really giving, like, I know that I am the crux of this, and if I leave this situation, the entire thing is going to come crumbling down. The wound, man. So there is wounding here. Now, that might be the way that you're thinking because so much has been put on you. So many people have put so many burdens of their own on you that you think that you are the crux to this, and you very well might be because they put that on you, your full weight on you, and you are not dedicated to tearing it down, but you need to be. Oh, no, you don't need to be. You're not dedicated to tearing it down. So this is devotion and this is unravel. And this is, I mean, they're respective of their fucking titles are exactly what they say they are. Is, are you devoted? And then this is an unraveling of something. You're not ready to unravel that thing just yet. And that's very good because we got pause. We have pause here, but then beneath that we had change the orange moon cat and sovereignty and grains. You have got to get in a mindset. It's that you're not ready for it, but you've got to get there. Don't do anything until you are of this mindset where these people have done so much to you that they are about to reap the grains that they have sowed in you when you leave and you pull away your energy, your life force from that and become your own sovereign energy for you and you alone. And then this is the king of lost things right here. This is going to throw somebody for a loop. For sure, but you're still torn with this. You don't really want to do it. You know what it entails, and you don't really want to do it. You know it's 100% not a fucking game either. That's very true with this. So, what do you do? If you're meant to step away from this, and you need to get yourself in that mentality, how do you do so without turning toxic and just like digging in all your open wounds again and being like, oh, this and this and this and this. Stories. Look at the stories that were told and how they've been changed. If you can look at how they've been changed, that will tell you why. And informing yourself on why. Like, remember, they weren't fucking sorry when you didn't know. Okay? It's that mentality of, yeah, I don't want people to be hurt in general, but I also am not going to let myself be ground into the dust. And if my defending myself hurts other people, then that's a hurt they need to experience because they are putting too much on other people. Now is not the time for you to sit and take a break too long, though. This is not a thing where you just sit and ignore it and pretend everything's copacetic, bite your cheek, grit your teeth, and just be quiet to keep things going. That's not what you need to do. You need to understand where things went wrong and why those people... God, what is the word? Choreographed it in such a way. And not everything has to have, oh, excuse me. Yeah, you need to uncover the lines that led to certain things, and you need to accept those as fact, and that will help cement your mindset to where it needs to be in. And you don't even have to think of it as and you don't have to tell them either with that cough coming out. It's like you're holding things back. You don't need to hold things back when you do this. It's not necessarily that you have to. Usually when I get this card, it's the childhood rival side up, but this time we got the proud venomous obsession unswayed by reason or patience. Like I was saying, do not dig into your old wounds about this because we had that wound man come out, right? Do not dig into your old wounds about this and get yourself going emotionally again. Do not get yourself passionately defending yourself or telling why or whatever. You need to cut yourself off from this connection. This is little trickster. This is kind of like have fun with it, play little harmless jokes, but in this vein with this adversary card, this is as much as they were adversarial to you, turn it back, but don't take it from a heart center place. Take it from a mind place. If you don't let them rile up your emotions, they have no fucking power because they thrive on riling up emotions. Because when you get emotional, you don't make sense, and when they are fully in their logic and you're in your emotions, they win automatically. The giants. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't need to take this mentality of I will ruin everything you love and you will rot. You know, it doesn't have to be grand and huge and sweeping. It can just be, I don't feel like explaining myself to you for the rest of my life. We are not good for each other. I am stepping away. I have love for you, but I no longer love you. Goodbye. And then, you know, skedaddle. But make sure you're set up with all your shit and a place to be before that. You don't need to sneak out and go silently, but you don't need to be stomping out, fucking screaming, throwing Molotovs and shit either. Just move. And they will experience the things that they need to experience. You just need to worry about maintaining control over yourself, okay? And focus on what you want, what you're going after, and even though you've experienced this level of bullshit, don't look for this in everybody else. Don't turn this into something where you use it as a filter to be like, oh, this person did that. That definitely means that this new person is also a piece of shit. Don't do that either, okay? Not everything is sinister. Not everybody has ulterior motives. keep an eye out for them for sure, but that's how you heal your inner child. Okay, you have to approach things with a new childlike mentality, and lean on your friends very heavily. If you don't have any, yeah, tell them, you need to tell them to be honest with you, to give you harsh truths. If you're flying off the handle, set them up to warn you if you are starting to, where is the card? If you're starting to be unswayed by reason, you need to set up a way for them to tell you honestly, like, hey, 100% I love you and we are being honest right now. You're being kind of a tit. Stop it. And for you to know fully that they are being serious, yeah, it's about efficiency. You need to come up with a way to communicate with your friends, or your friends to communicate to you that 100%, no bullshit, no fucking games, this is fucked up. Okay? Don't let this keep you up at night. We had this night's pity in reverse. Don't sit up there and pine every single night because you feel bad because you left this person and their shit is crumbling. They are no longer your concern. Your concern is you. And it's not very self-care of you to stay up until 4 a.m. worrying about other people. Okay? I love you.